Welcome to the post-game show alongside smiling from ear to ear head coach Steve Djurickovic. Steve, weathered the thunderous storm at the end, got just enough. Ryan Johnson just put the team on his back, whether it was at the free throw line or fadeaways from the free throw line. Talk me through it.
He absolutely did, and we knew going in what type of game this was going to be. Wheaton is now, they've sort of changed their style a little bit in the last couple weeks, and it's paid off. They've been 93 points a game the last 3 games. Soren Richardson's one of the elite scorers in Division III basketball. He was 36 a game, I believe, in the last 3 in this stretch at 67% from the floor. He's a load. He plays with good strength. He's got a quick release, and I think we have some of the best perimeter defenders in the conference, and it's a lot. They set so many off-ball screens. They move so well. Coach Schauer's one of the best coaches in the country. I have so much respect for what he does for his program, too, and you knew they were going to come here ready to play. So for us to make the plays necessary down the stretch, for Ryan Johnson, like you said, made the appropriate ones when we needed to, get to the foul line, getting one there at the mid-range look. One of the best players in the conference as well.
Looking at now on paper, you've secured one of the top 2 seeds based on how things play out. I'm sure this next week will be business as usual, but what does it mean after all you and your family have done for this program to know, hey, we were preseason up there and now we're delivering on that, expectation?
I think it goes even bigger than that. This is it is an emotional day. It really is. This is this is our coaching staff's first senior class. It really is. After the COVID year, this was the group that stuck through the rough times 4 years ago when we finished dead last in conference to right now, which is, we kept putting on the board every single day, championship mindset, play with a championship pace, championship effort. And you have an opportunity on Wednesday at a home game. You win, you're conference champions. And that's been the goal from day one. We know what's at stake. I always want 24-hour rule. We're going to enjoy this one. But they know we're going to come back Monday, Tuesday, business as usual. And for all the seniors that we got in this program, and we had 6 that walked today, Nemi being a 5th-year guy as well, did his last year. What they have done for this program has been special because it was tough. It really was that first year. You were in a lot of games, just couldn't close. You didn't learn how to win those games yet. And they stuck through it. We could have folded at that point too, and we just continue to get better and better and better. And, as much as I say, a 2-14 season, not enjoyable, it was the best thing that could have happened to this program. Our guys stuck together. What they've done to change the culture for this group, not just on the floor record-wise, in the weight room, in the off-season, everything sticking together. I could not be prouder of this group.
One of the things I mentioned in the broadcast is, like you said, this Carthage team a few years ago may not have been able to get those free throws at the end,
100%.
may not be able to get those possessions. There was no point where I looked over at you, I looked over at the bench. Was there any sort of hesitation we're going to get this job done? I want to go back to the first half of play. You spoke about the seniors. Colton Sigel, a fan favorite, 15 points like it's nothing, season high. Talk to me through what it's like to know, hey, he's one of your 6th or 7th man off the bench and delivers.
It is the trust factor of players that you put out there over the years. Colton's played in a lot of games for us, a lot of meaningful moments, whether it's the starting lineup, whether it's off the bench, in different minutes. And when he's out there that he's always capable of putting the ball in the basket. And, the way Wheaton was playing, they were running him off like they should, and then he found his way to get open a little bit. He attacked a little bit more than he typically does during some games. And he's a smart basketball player. He's the son of a coach. He knows what he's supposed to do when he's out there. And he's another guy that's sort of grown up with us as a coaching staff and have just seen him to get to this point. It meant a lot. And, to the rest of the guys with Tanner Lamb getting out there, I still think he's one of the best shooters in our lineup. In his rotation, the minutes sometimes go up and down too. And, sometimes it's tough on him. His mentality has been unbelievable every single day. Tanner comes to work. He's your typical guy that you would say first guy in, last guy to leave, and that's what you love about Tanner. And then the group of Donnie with Ryan Grantham, with KJ, with AJ and Nemi, all of those guys that come to work every single day, and don't get the opportunity as much in the varsity minutes, but what they do for this program means so much more than that.
Yeah, looking now ahead, how do you take this momentum into Wednesday? Close up shop, make sure you get where you want to be, and again, historically speaking, potentially a week and a half away from having the championships right here at Tarble.
It's been the goal for the entire year, and we know what's at stake. We always talk taking it one game at a time, right? And we've finally gotten to the point where now we can say it. You win on Wednesday, you're a conference championship team, and you get to host the conference tournament. That's our goal. It has been from day one. So for us to get that opportunity to play in Tarble one more time in the regular season means a lot, and we're not going to take anything for granted. I know we're going to come to work Monday and Tuesday and give our best effort against an Elmhurst team who's playing very, very well right now too.
Indeed they are. Coach, congratulations on all the success so far. Let's get one more on Wednesday.
Thanks so much.
All right, thank you. Again, head coach Steve Djurickovic. How important, how special everything he had to say here today in our final conversation before Wednesday. Again, we will be back this Wednesday. We'll get to the scheduling in just a minute. Let's crunch some of the final numbers here at Tarble Arena as Carthage defeated Wheaton 89-80. As we want to look at some final stats, 34 for 66 for Carthage, 32 field goals there, 10 three-pointers for each team. Rebounds, just those few at the end of 39-34 really made a difference. Even on the turnovers, Wheaton Thunder passed it around just that bit more. But again, when you have a lights-out shooter like Richardson, as mentioned, 30 points, 12 from 28, 3 from 12 for 3. A few more of those threes landed. It could have been a completely different game. Vanderwood with 13, Nebbs with 12, and Martin 5 for 7, getting 11 of his own. Now over on the Carthage side, leading scorer Ryan Johns. We spoke about him at length with Coach Djurickovic. 24, 9 for 12. He was at 1 point, 6 for 6. 11 boards, an assist, a block. Crucial free throws to end things on the plus side. A.J. Johnson, Sigel, each with 15 apiece. Riley Brooks with 12 of his own. Looking ahead now for the Wheaton Thunder. Again, potentially they could play spoiler to a few more teams. Looking at the schedule, they take on Augustana Wednesday, February the 19th. And then they are back home against North Central College next Saturday the 22nd. So that'll be a 7 o'clock game for Wheaton, welcoming or at Augustana in Rock Island. As for the home Firebirds, as mentioned, they have the opportunity to secure the regular season championship in the CCIW and host the CCIW championships. That's going to take place next Wednesday. Once again, the Carthage College Firebirds will be home one more time next Wednesday as they welcome Elmhurst, 7 o'clock at Tarble, February the 19th, and then they're on the road against Milliken and Decatur, 4:15 for that matchup. We want to thank you all for being with us one more time on the Firebird Broadcasting Network. For executive producer Mike Love, producer John Voinovich, for Matt Addison, Alley, writer Dan Owen, and even Ainsley, we appreciate you being with us on this Saturday afternoon in Kenosha. This program has been a presentation of Firebird Broadcast Productions and Carthage College, copyright 2025. Once again, your final. The Birds secure one of the top 2 seeds in the postseason. Wednesday determines, do they win it all? 89-80, your final. I'm Peter Ferrari. Have a good rest of your Saturday.